Love is not always enough. There are many people who claim to love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are people who speak of him with admiration. They send salawat upon him regularly, and yet when it comes to following his ethics, his honesty, his kindness, his justice, they fall short. They say we love him, but they cheat in business. They say we love him, but they treat their families with harshness. They say we love him, but they spread lies, they break promises and neglect the very character that defined him. So why does this happen? Why do some people claim to love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam but ignore his ethics? And more importantly, how can we ensure that our love for him is real and it's not just in words but also in the way we live? Not just through imitating him in how he appeared, but also in imitating him with his character. There are two kinds of love: emotional love and practical love. The emotional one is where someone feels connected to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They cry when they hear about his hardships, and they feel warmth in their hearts when they send salawat upon him. They may even defend his name when he is insulted. But beyond that, there's no action at all. There's no real commitment to his way of life. Practical love is kind of different. It is when a person does not just love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam emotionally, but also lives by his teachings. The people who have this kind of love strive to be truthful because he was truthful. They are kind because he was kind. They forgive because he forgave. They embody the ethics in every part of their lives. They imitate him beyond his appearance and fall deeper into his character. It should be noted that Allah did not send the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam so that we could just admire him from a distance. He sent him as a role model, as a guide, as a living example of the perfect way of life. لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر. So Allah emphasizes the same thing, that the Prophet was not sent just to be loved. He was sent to be followed. He was sent to be a role model and a guide to the perfect way of life. So why do people separate their love for the Prophet ﷺ from the way they actually live? Some people would love him so deep that they even celebrate his birthday, but they neglect the fact that he was truthful in his business. Some other people will try to imitate him so hard to the way that they would embody his dress code into their lives, but they forget and neglect the fact that he was the kindest person to ever live. And for some people, Islam is about practices and not principles. They will focus on praying, fasting, sending salawat, but they do not see Islam being about honesty, integrity, and treating others with kindness. I think there is need to be reminded that the Prophet ﷺ said, "The most beloved of you to me and the closest to me on the day of judgment will be those that have the best character." Or you might say the other reason is that some people love the Prophet selectively, and that makes them comfortable somehow. That they only take parts of the Prophet ﷺ's teachings that suit them. They love his mercy but ignore his justice. They admire his bravery in battle, but they neglect his humility. They praise his leadership and fail to adopt his patience. And true love means embracing all of his teachings, not just the ones that are easy or convenient. Now let's take a moment and ask ourselves, has our love for the Prophet ﷺ been complete? Or have we been focusing only on emotions, only on how he appeared, while neglecting his ethics? Because love that does not transform character is incomplete. And if we truly love him, we will not just admire him. We will not just want to look like him. We will strive to be like him in character.